This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Joining us today is Paul Johnson, the CEO of Power Metal Resources. Now, Paul, you've announced 2 drill programs in 2 days. Let's look at the first one, that's Tarty. You're looking for high-grade gold, is that right?
Yeah, Tarty project in Botswana. Mark, we acquired the project last year. We have 100% interest. We originally had 2 licenses we applied for and were successfully granted another prospecting license, and that's the one we're focused on now. Okay. And its heart is significant gold anomalies with gold sampling at surface, and also the Cherished Hope gold mine that we are drilling effectively next to. We're looking for extensions of the mineralization from the Cherished Hope mine. We're looking for near surface high grade gold. We got some indications of that when we drilled one of the other licenses a little bit further away up the system last year. And we'll see what happens. It's quite an exciting project for us. Everyone loves gold, and we do too. And if we can get some good results from this drill program, then it becomes a distinctly valuable project, which is what we want.
Indeed, yes. But see what happens. I presume you've put some more thought into the drill program than just sticking some holes in the ground and seeing what happens.
It's 500 meters over circa 10 holes, so it's quite shallow drilling because we're looking for shallow gold. We're also doing sampling of fines dumps, which is the waste material from the Cherished Hope gold mine. We expect, hope, whatever, that there is gold remaining, and we're looking at the possibility of processing those fines dumps as well as additional gold discoveries from the drilling itself. So as a project, it has a number of different angles to it. We think it could be distinctly valuable, and the best way to improve the value is to demonstrate that gold resource continuity and the value of what's in the fines dumps. So as a project for us, it's great. It's now moving along at pace, and we're doing, of course, everything we can to make sure that we get results from assays back and reported to the market as quickly as possible. We know the market is very switched on at the moment to seeing results turned around very quickly. And so with the practical setup of the drilling programs that we're doing, we're making sure that there is turnaround time and it's expedited where possible.
Okay, so get the truth detector in the ground and get the results turned around as soon as possible. See what is there, see if it's worth pursuing. Yeah. Okay, well then Malopo Farms, this is the one that sort of grabbed the attention, hasn't it, of the market. Of course, the share price doing very well in recent times on the back of that. And unsurprisingly, of course, the last time we spoke, you showed that image where it's very clear that you just grazed the edge of this magnetic anomaly. And you've announced that you're going to do the drilling, and it's the first solely power operated drill program, is that right? Targeting effectively the middle of that conductor.
Yeah, there is, I think, circa 2,600 meters of planned drilling over 5 or 6 holes. Well, and we'll see what happens there, of course, because if we are fortunate to find what we're looking for, then that may increase. It's likely to increase. We are quite keen to crack on with it, but we're also very keen to make sure all the operational procedures are in place. There is a whole myriad of different things. We put them in the RNS that we're looking at, and we're particularly focused once again on expedition with regard to the turnaround of assays so that we can report back progress to market very quickly, if possible, and also so that we can guide and direct the program. We want to know what's in there as we go along. So we'll be working as best we can to really expedite that whole testing process. If you look at the project, it's a rarity to clip the end of a conductor like this. It's great to have those beautiful images of conductors. It's one thing to actually have a drill hole that penetrated the edge and gave you the mineralization that you were looking for. Now the question is, can we find more intense mineralization in the core of the conductor, and what level of grade is that mineralization at? We're looking. The first 2 holes are likely about 500 meters and 1,000 meters away from the K16, which is the hole that the images were produced over from the geophysical program. And then we'll see where we go after that. But obviously, it's a very exciting time for us. I have actually been here before, Mark. I remember back in 2016 with Metal Tiger when we launched the drill program at in the Kalahari Copper Belt in Botswana with our partners MOD, and it was a very exciting time then. It's a very exciting time now. The team are full on. We are predominantly focused, but not entirely, on Malopo. And working hard to get it going.
Timelines, Paul, can you share potentially when you want to get the drill bit turning?
Absolutely not. Oh. Until we put it in an announcement. But we actually did say in the announcement today that we would expect to confirm the details with regards to commencement shortly. So it's coming.
It's coming. Okay, no problem. It's not just K16 either. There are some other high priority targets that you're going after as well.
Yeah, well, you have to remember that we have a district scale opportunity with the Malopo Farms Complex project. It was originally 2,700 square kilometres. We narrowed it down to a focus on 1,700 square kilometres over the 3 prospecting licenses. We've got a couple of additional targets that we really wanted to get more information on with an additional geophysics program, and that's 1-3 and 2-3, and they're about 25 kilometres and 50 kilometres, I think, away from K16, if I'm correct. So with that district scale potential, one of the best ways you can prove it is by running these geophysical surveys over, confirming what you thought might be there, was there in terms of attractive conductors, and it gives you additional potential drill targets to follow up with. It really is considerable scale. So I know the focus is on K16, and yes, it should be, but also we do have these major potential targets that we're looking to develop at the same time. Really not just to hammer home the message of the district scale size and potential, but also because we are looking at a big project and we need to move a number of different targets along simultaneously if possible.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's exciting times with 2 drill programs hopefully about to kick off fairly shortly and news to market. Of course, it's worth mentioning that tomorrow, in fact, we are doing a live Telegram session, aren't we, in the Telegram, in the Power Metals Telegram group, where it's open as in the past. We've done them before. Shareholders can ask you anything, and you will do your best to answer those questions within the rules of the London Stock Exchange. So, you're looking forward to that. That's tomorrow, 2 p.m. Is that right?
It is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Yes. I mean, this is what I'm here to do, as with all CEOs, is to face the market and to face people's questions. Generally, in a live environment is better because people get a real feel for what you're doing, and it's not kind of recorded and playback if you make a mistake. So we've got to be careful. We're at a very, very sensitive time at the moment from a number of different perspectives. So we will respect those rules, but we will also make ourselves open and answer the questions as best we can. Please come along and ask what you want to ask. I will try to answer as many of the questions directly as possible with no fluff. I can go on a bit sometimes, so I'll try and give punchy, direct responses to anyone's questions and queries. I mean, it's a great time for our business at the moment. It's great for the team to see the share price responding to their work. They have worked incredibly hard for a long period of time, and it's good to be able to articulate that work out direct to the investor base in that kind of live forum. So thank you.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to it, Paul. Hopefully lots of people can join live for that event. But if not, it will be recorded and go out later on. So looking forward to speaking to you tomorrow. But for now, Paul Johnson, the CEO of Power Metal Resources, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.